Hi Libra, welcome to Life in Symbolism. Today we'll be looking at your general current energies for the month of June. We'll look at your present situation first, then delve a little bit more into your recent past to see how your past is affecting your present energies, and then we'll see how this may evolve or develop in your near future. So it's nice to be back. I've just had a little break and I've come back with improved technology. So I really hope that the audio and the visuals of the videos are much better. I had quite a few problems last time when I was doing them, if you watch those videos. So fingers crossed. Mercury is in retrograde though, as I stumble over my speech. So you never quite know. But let's see how we go. Libra, please. What's going on for Libra? What's Libra's current energies? Okay, interesting, Libra. We've got the Seven of Cups in reverse. So you feel like you're, look, walking a tightrope at the moment, trying to balance lots of different things, trying to make the right decision, the right choice regarding a certain situation or matter. And I think you're feeling quite overwhelmed and not sure how to handle a certain situation. It could be that you've just got loads and loads of things on at the moment and you're not sure how to accurately place your energy, enough energy in the right places, or it could be linked to something quite definitive. So anything else happening in Libra's present energies, please? What else do we have for Libra? Okay, sorry about that, Libra. We had an interruption straight away. So, also what we've got going on here is a lack of secure. Something's happened. I get this impression like things have been turned on its head, and I almost feel like something's been taken away from under your feet, like as if there's been a loss of foundation. So whether that's a job, security, a relationship, there's something I'm sensing that has been removed from underneath you, something that you felt was something that provided you with some kind of security or comfort or stability. It just seems to have, it's almost like something like the rug's been pulled from underneath your feet. Let's see what else we've got here. Okay, so you've had a decision to make. You've had a very difficult decision to make, it feels like. And you've not really known which way to go. And you've wondered about playing it cool. You've been going between the two, playing it cool, being very relaxed and calm and understanding. But then also there's a side of you, I think, that's wanted to completely react and just go, kind of just say what you think and go for it. So I think you've been torn. There's been a little bit of a conflict in your mind regarding how to deal with that. It's been a very difficult decision for you to make. Now with the Lovers here, this is the decision card. So merged with the Two of Swords, that's what I'm getting. But for some of you, it could be related to a love interest, or something that you feel very fond of, something that you feel is a part of you. So there's quite a lot going on here, Libra. We'll look first into your recent past energies and see if we can clarify and shine a bit more of a light on what's happening here. Can we have the recent past, please, for Libra? Something's happened. I think you feel like you were completely stabbed in the back. I mean, you've been deceived. Somebody you felt like you could trust has deceived you. Sorry. Sorry, it's just quite a heavy energy I'm feeling here, because I think whatever it is has completely turned your life upside down. Now, that's not to say we haven't got there yet. That's not to say that there won't be a positive outcome. But there's a huge amount of deception that's happened in your recent past. And, no wonder you've not really been sure how to deal with that. And no wonder you feel like everything's turned on its head. Anything else? So, wow. Sorry, this is really, really impacting my voice. And, oof, okay. What else for Libra in the recent past, please? Ace of Cups and the Star. Okay, well, that's far more positive. There's two separate things going on here, Libra. I'm feeling at the same time as that's been happening, on a separate note, there's something else that's actually been really, really good. So no wonder you've been trying to balance everything and figure out what the hell's going on, and how you're supposed to respond to this. Because at the same time as some kind of massive deception happening, you've also found something that you've been looking for. A wish has come true. Something that you've wanted, that you've been longing for a really long time, and you've had to kind of sit back and wait for things to come into effect, things to materialize, and now that's happening. And you're feeling so good about it, and it's something that you're going to love, and it's going to provide you with long-term love and stability in terms of fulfillment and great emotional fulfillment. So that's different for each of you. It could be in terms of a new relationship, it could be in terms of work or career, or something to do with family. So it's different, so please take it how it applies to you. So we've got these two separate things happening at the same time, which is obviously very confusing energies. There's loads going on for you here, Libra. Next, I'd like to take a look at how these energies may proceed into your near future, please, for Libra, and then we'll clarify with the other deck. So near future, please, for Libra. Thank you very much. Okay, interesting. So they're coming out on their side. So you're working towards judgment. For some of you who are moving home, as you can see, there's the key here. And actually with this Ace of Cups, the newness, I saw gardens and gardening. So for some of you, this is related to a move of home. It came out on its side, so things aren't quite there yet in the near future, but they're not far away. That's bringing things to a close, so signing contracts, bringing things full circle, and completing something. It's completion. For some of you, it could be a final test of something coming from the past, especially with Mercury in retrograde, bringing all sorts of X's and all sorts of worms up from the soil. I don't mean that to be negative. I'm sorry. That might not be a negative thing for an X to come back, depending on your situation. But for some reason, I saw worms coming up from the soil. So yeah, whatever worm is coming up from your soil, this may be like a final test, whether it's a positive or a negative worm, for you to really be sure on what it is that you want, to be really sure on the doors that you're closing in the past, so that you can make way for this beautiful, beautiful situation that we've got coming forward for you. The Knight of Cups, I think something you're feeling very, very misunderstood, a little bit troubled emotionally by something. In the near future, I feel like whatever's happened is almost forcing some emotions to come to the surface, and having and facing things, especially if, for example, we're seeing here that something you've wanted for a really long time is happening. I think you're going to be overwhelmed a little bit with some emotions coming up to the surface, which will be giving you a sense of renewal and new energy and freedom. And it's very uplifting, positive, really nice and creative card here as well. So like I say, there's loads and loads to process, and both kind of negative and positive at the moment I'm seeing for you, Libra. So it's quite a big month, and let's clarify. I'll first of all like to clarify the Five of Swords that we've got here in the recent past. Some kind of deception, disappointment, deceit. You're feeling stabbed in the back, feeling like you've given somebody your trust and it's been broken. So let's clarify. Please clarify the Five of Swords for Libra. What happened here? that's related to a lack of love. It's quite deep, Libra. It's related to a lack of love. Please clarify further. Thank you. Something which you thought provided you with stability and comfort. And the Ace of Wands, I'm not too sure, to be honest with you, because I don't want to get too specific, and this feels like quite a specific message. For those of you, okay, I feel like someone came in with how do I explain this? It's like okay, I'm really sorry, but I'm sensing someone. It's so hard to explain. Bear with me, Libra. I'm sorry. Okay, for some, the specific message, this is a sexual symbol. There's been a mistrust related to something sexual. It could be a deceit, it could be a cheat, it could be just something. I don't know. That if that applies to you, that will make more sense to you than it does to me right now. And I'm feeling a very specific story. I don't want to say it. I think if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about, and that's for you. That's that deceit there, and it's pulled away at the foundations, really, at your foundations. Now, for those of you that doesn't apply to, this is a passion. It's work related. Someone at work stabbed you in the back. Someone at work stabbed you in the back and pulled away at the foundation. This work was something that was there for you for your financial security, and because someone stabbed you in the back, they took that away from you. And I think there's no love lost. I think it seems like it's the right time to walk away from whatever this situation is, because it feels very, very heavy, Libra. Let's go over to this positive side. Please clarify the Ace of Cups with the Star. Thank you. Oh, yes, definitely for a lot of you, this is regarding a move of home. Finally putting an end to a situation that's been really difficult. Nestling as well. The four is often linked to the home as well. So I'm seeing a period of retreat and recovery and preparation, because I think it's not been an easy road to get to this position. So for some of you, it literally is moving home, and there you go. You finally found the house on the hill, following a period of disruption and upset, and also kind of hiding away from the world because you've not been very happy with how things were going on that front. Now, if it's not as literal as moving house, then this is the victory card, representing, again, with the Star, something coming true that you've wanted, but you've been working hard towards achieving this fulfillment and this safety and security. With the Ace of Cups, something again, so we've got two Ace of Cups here. It's almost like you fell out of love with something, but you've fallen in love with something else, this situation over here. And it's a really great omen to say that this is the right move for you. Take a risk, just go for it. It might not be what anyone expected. It might even be the opposite of what people expected of you, but you absolutely need to take a risk and go for it and enjoy. Okay, so that's the recent past for you, Libra, and now we're going to clarify this present situation. So please clarify the Seven of Cups here in reverse for Libra. Thank you. And again, if this was someone that stabbed you in the back and you had to put your attentions elsewhere, again, it's worked out for your good. This is good. It's leading you to wish fulfilled and to victory and fulfillment here. Okay, so something or someone who you regarded as being very wise, very stable, very secure, um, has, I think, because of this disappointment, left you feeling quite low. For some, there is a paternal relationship. I also felt that over here with the Knight of Cups too. For others of you, you're trying to balance your financial stability at the moment, balanced off with what makes you happy. So that could be this decision over here. So someone stabbed you at the back at work. This wasn't what made you happy, but it was comfortable and paid the bills. Then something happened, and now your focus and your energy has been on building something that brings you far more fulfillment and happiness and joy. It's far more stable in the long term as well, but something completely different and unique, taking a bit of a risk, but in a good way. And then so now here you are, sometimes doubting yourself with your focus on your money, but also your happiness, trying to find that balance really between finding a way to make money for yourself that doesn't leave you totally empty and loveless, but in a way that fulfills you and fulfills that inner child. Let's clarify the Queen of Pentacles with the Eight of Pentacles, please. Thank you. Again, there's that that idea of having to balance things and make choices. So it just seems like there's loads of different things going on, loads of different options of how to do this, how to navigate this situation, these cards that you've been dealt. And at the moment, Libra, it doesn't seem really that there's a very clear answer, which is why I'm going to move over here to the Two of Swords. So the Two of Swords with the Lovers here is about making a decision. So let's see, maybe that will help us with this balancing act. Please clarify the Two of Swords for Libra. So logical thinking, logical and strategic planning will help you navigate this situation and help you reach your goals. That you also need to use your logical mind and your wisdom to cut through any BS, to cut through any illusions as well that you might have regarding this new. To make sure that the planning stage all goes well and that you can reach a successful conclusion. Now, for those of you who the Lovers was an actual love interest with the Nine of Cups here, it's a good omen to suggest that this will work out. You'll make the right decision regarding this love interest. But even so, you need to be having really clear and honest and direct communication with this person in order to kind of relieve any BS, especially if that's linked to any backstabbing that we saw at the beginning. Communication, clear, honest, and direct communication is what's going to help you reach a successful conclusion linked to this backstabbing situation. So there's a lot, Libra, but it is a general reading, so I'm going to keep it as general as possible without divulging too much into anyone energy, because I am feeling a few. Let's clarify the Judgment, please. In the near future, let's clarify the Judgment. Oh, One, oh, okay, wow. Okay, Libra. So, goodness me, there's a huge shift coming. There is a huge shift coming in both your physical world, but also in your subconscious mind, I feel. Um, there's a revelation on the cards. Now, this may be linked to this deception. Um, if that's not fully out in the open, I feel that something's going to happen or be said or done that brings it all out into the open. And it's going to bring a lot of things to light. It will be a disruptive energy. But it's for the greater good. This tower, as you can see, the sun. This is the divine energy. This is almost like an act of God. The people are stuck in the tower. The tower is burning. If they stay in the tower, they're going to die. This is something that's dying anyway. Something that's changing anyway, transforming. That needs to be removed. Now these people have to jump out in order to save themselves, and then the tower falls. And then what happens? They have to build themselves up from the beginning. So at first sight, it looks horrendous, it looks scary, but actually the tower moments I see are blessings in disguise, because this is when the divine order steps in to change something that otherwise wouldn't be changed, that needs to be changed. They step in, they help you on your path, they remove things, and they remove weak foundations as well. Things that perhaps you thought were very strong and sturdy, but you're realizing actually they weren't, and that's okay. It's the realization, the epiphany, that's the difficult thing. But then once that's reached its conclusion with the judgment here and completion, you're able to build up once again. And this time to create something on a much sturdier, solid foundation, something that's going to last. The Wheel of Fortune is good luck, a good luck omen, saying that you've achieved, you've come full circle with something. And luck is now on your side, helping you to shift out of something that's been stuck. So this kind of, just so much going on here. Things are going to change that help you become unstuck. And if that's not completion, literally of a property, then it's of this project that we've got starting over here, that shows great, great promise. And yes, you've got loads going on to deal with that now, but luck is going to be on your side. You will complete this project. You will complete. You will find closure on this situation. It won't be without its difficulties and its harsh truths, but luck will be on your side. It's supposed to happen in this way, in a very strange roundabout way. It's supposed to happen so that it will allow you to have a shift in the way that you're living, a shift in your belief system, perhaps, and epiphanies, which will help you move into a much more free energy, where hopefully you can enjoy what we've got going on over here with the Star and the Ace of Cups more. So let's clarify finally the Knight of Cups, please, for Libra. This tower moment is also kind of spiritual ascension as well. What happens might just be something that's absolutely mind-blowing, like some huge revelation or epiphany. But with the judgment and the Wheel of Fortune here, it's a cycle that's closing out, a cycle that needs to close out for the greater good in the long run. Please clarify the Knight of Cups. Thank you. The Moon. Okay, Libra, everything that's happening, I feel might leave you a little bit disillusioned with whoever or whatever it was that deceived you. And that's completely understandable. I think it may leave you, like I saw at the beginning, a little bit emotionally vulnerable. You may be experiencing some emotions that perhaps, Libra, you're known to be quite logical. So it might be difficult for you to tap into these emotional energies. You might feel like that's not you, but please don't worry about expressing these emotions, because especially during times like this, it is important to not repress them. And like we saw as well, communication will be really helpful in this situation. Um, I think what's important here for you, Libra, is to find a balance, and to know that it can be both. It can be one of two things. It doesn't have to be whatever conclusion you draw based on this deception. It doesn't have to be the worst thing ever. It doesn't have to be the best thing ever. It can be both, if that makes sense. And that might make sense to some of you. But there's just a lot of conflicting energies. So I want to try and address this for as many people as possible. It is possible to walk the middle line in this situation, to find harmony and to find a place of acceptance for yourself that's not on any extreme. Yeah, okay. And it might show an area of it might show a need for separation in terms of independence, finding independence from somebody. That could be in a romantic relationship or in work or financially. So for some of you over here where it was work related and you're moving off, you could be being self-employed, and that could be part of all of this balancing that you've got to do, in these decision making things that you've got to do, and perhaps an influence from a paternal figure. But it is coming to a closure. There are lots of things you're going to have to kind of realize and address and face, but with kind of a feeling of really connecting with yourself again, finding that inner joy, and becoming more financially stable and secure, and being happy to work by yourself as well, to be self-employed. So I'm going to finish with, I know that there's quite a few different stories kind of trickling through this. So I really hope, I've done my best to try and keep this general and apply it to as many of you as possible. So I'll finish with a final card from the Animal Oracle deck, and we'll see if we've got any final words of wisdom or any advice or any final messages for Libra based on this spread. There's loads going on, Libra. Like, if you're exhausted, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, I don't necessarily see that though. I don't think you're shattered. You've just got a lot on, but it's like, I think a lot of it is adrenaline. And mostly going with it, focusing on the positives, but just with a bit of an underlying issue that needs to be addressed, or that just you can't avoid with the Tower moment here. Any final words of wisdom or messages for Libra, please, based on this spread? Bring a gentle touch, act as if, and the miracles are endless. So I'll read from the book and then I'll show you the cards as I'm reading. So the first one is, Dear Spirit, bring a gentle touch. This might help you to manage this situation we saw in your recent past. Okay, the time has come to be gentle and diplomatic when dealing with others. You might have found yourself in a situation where negotiations are necessary in order to reach your goal. Be mindful of the words you choose, but don't worry. Dear Spirit reminds you have the ability to be sure-footed and confident while showing humility and respect for others. This is kind of what I was feeling over here with the moon, with saying it doesn't have to be one extreme or the other. There is a way of finding the middle where you can be sure-footed and confident, but keeping humility and respect. You'll find that your capacity for calm and grounded communication, yes, thank you, is heightened at this time. Following the way of Dear Spirit, and you will do well. Gaining the respect of others and finding common ground that is pleasing to you. Remember that understanding others and their needs will be more powerful at this time than putting your own first. If you do that, you will be rewarded tenfold. Thank you. That's exactly what I was saying over here with this need for a direct and clear communication in order for this to reach any kind of successful conclusion, especially if there has been an area or something that's happened where you felt let down or deceived or disappointed by someone. Understanding their needs will help you. You'll be amazed at how calm you'll be able to be in this situation. Thank you so much. Next is Chameleon Spirit, act as if. Again, I'll hold up the card for you in just a moment. Okay. Chameleon Spirit shares her gift with you today to prepare you for changes that will greatly benefit you. Outer conditions are changing. Yes, that's the Tower. The outer conditions are falling down, coming away, and you're required to come into harmony with them so that you can co-create your greatest dream. Feeling sensitive? Good. That's the Knight of Cups, because that will come in handy, enabling you to determine how best to adapt to your environment and the people that are in it, whilst at the same time maintaining your integrity and inner equilibrium. Thank you, because you've been walking this tightrope, Libra. If you feel like you're in uncharted territory, Chameleon Spirit has complete faith in your ability to fit in and learn the lay of the land, adapting as necessary. This is a fortunate time to act as if and do as others do until new ways feel familiar and completely natural. Life is offering you a great lesson now. Adapting isn't about losing yourself, it's about learning how to dance with others. So I like that a lot. And it also explains this, any kind of doubt that we had creeping in over here related to going your own way in terms of being financially secure and in terms of being self-employed. So finally, Cow Spirit, the miracles are endless. And also that act as if any of you are feeling left out, because that's the Night Spirit as well, feeling sensitive, feeling a little bit on the outskirts, then that's a really nice omen here to say that, you know, it's not about competing with others, it's just kind of joining in the dance. And who cares if you dance a bit differently, to be honest? I mean, we're not all supposed to be dancing the same way. I think you know what I'm trying to say. And Cow Spirit, the miracles are endless. You are at a beautiful point in your life today, for your needs are being met effortlessly and in so many ways. Fully embrace the truth by focusing on all you have right now, including the positive relationships that sustain you. If this deception was from a relationship, then the advice, if that has disappointed you so much, is to focus on the positive relationships that do sustain you, and the work you're proud to do to contribute to the world, and the activities that inspire you and nourish your soul. Thank you. That's exactly what we've got over here. Cow Spirit nudges you to pay attention, because this is the perfect time to focus on the choices. We had that twice. We have the Seven of Cups twice for choices, actions and behaviors that you know feed your soul and bring your heart contentment. Now is also the time when you will see many of your projects and commitments you set in motion in the past begin to yield valuable gifts that will bring you joy and love and sustain you for a long time to come. Stay positive, share your well-being with others. The more you share, the more you will manifest, so be generous. Cow Spirit promises you will never run out of miracles. So focusing on the positives here, which I know that you are doing anyway, Libra, because I saw a lot of positive and I did see a lot of challenges here as well. So focusing on the positives here, fulfilling yourself, nourishing your soul, and focusing on the people and the things and the positives that nourish you, because that's what's here for you. So Libra, I really hope that has helped you. Please let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. You can like and subscribe if you'd like to hear more from me, and hit the notification button for future posts. Otherwise, take care, Libra, and I'll see you again very soon.